If a man is pursuing you and you have a bunch of kids, they're truly pursuing you because they want to mess with your children. Not all, but the vast majority, especially when none of those kids are theirs. I told you guys, growing up, one of my best friends from childhood, mom started messing with the lady down the street in the project's boyfriend, and he ended up beating up the other lady, which he didn't have no kids with her either, and was messing with her children too. And he moved with my best friend mom. That man would then go to mess with all my best friend mama kids. He would eventually have children with her and mess with them too. The mom would stay with him for years. He would never go to jail for it. That's when I realized these men really don't be wanting you. They be wanting your kids. As an adult, I would see this again. I'm not telling women to be single forever, but what I am telling women is to be hyper vigilant when it comes to your children. If my marriage with my husband doesn't work out, I would never remarry. I would never move another man into my home. I would never have a man come visit my children. For the simple fact that I know the vast majority of men in the world would not want to be with a woman with 9 children whose children aren't his, unless he wants to mess with my children, boys included. They mess with boys. Or he was a bum and he just wanted to leech off me. Another thing that a lot of men will do when they are pedophiles is they will break you down in front of your children to show your children that you can't protect them. So the first thing they're going to do is like to start to tell you what your kids shouldn't and shouldn't be doing. Don't let them do this in their face. And you being a silly woman, you're going to be like, yeah, you can't do that. You're going to listen to him. So they're going to see like, oh, this man kind of like controlling my mama. She acting different. She listening to him. After that, he's going to start to beat on you in front of your children. And your children are going to see that you're powerless. You can't beat them. You either don't fight them back or you just can't win the fight. Like, you can't beat them. Once your children see that he's controlling you, you listening to him, and 2, he's beating on you and you can't fight him back, they already know you can't protect them. So then that man now can go ahead and do whatever he wants to your children, and he knows that you're not going to protect them. So
Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another video. My continuation on, I wanted to talk about Peach McIntyre when she was talking about if her marriage with Wood, her husband, did not work, she would not remarry or bring another man into her home. The reason that she said that is when I saw that video of hers, I saw like a little clipping up in the corner of the video, and she just played a little snippet of it, so I didn't know what it was about. And I was like, "What is that?" And then she just started saying how everyone was saying, "Oh, Peach was talking about that. Peach was talking about that," and she was saying that she got beat up in the comments after she made her comment about men not wanting women who have a lot of children. So she says the majority of men, not all of them, but the majority. So that's like, to me, saying that all men, you're saying all men if you're saying the majority, because you would have said some men instead of the majority of men do not want a woman who has a lot of children. If a man pursues you and you have a lot of children, I'm just going to paraphrase, I don't remember her exact words. She basically was saying that if you are a woman and you have a lot of children, for example, herself, with 9 children, the man is not, he doesn't want you, basically. He's just pursuing you so that he can get to your children, is what she was saying. So I'm like, okay. So to me, I just felt like she was saying that about all men, that all men, there's not a man out there who will want a woman who has a lot of children. And I don't believe that is true. I believe that there are men out there who, if they pursue a woman who has a lot of kids, they are pursuing the woman because they want to, be with the woman. They're not looking to get with her kids. But then she said something that really just made trip me out when she said, for herself using herself as an example, he's just pursuing her just to get to her kids, or he's a bum, and he's just using her to leech off of her. And I got to thinking, really, girl? I'm like, a bum? So I just took it as she talking about herself. She, like, what's over there laying next to her every day? I took it as she's calling him a bum and he's leeching off of her. Because, I mean, that's what she has. That's what she has living with her. Just what she said out of her mouth. He's a bum and, that just wants to leech off of her. Anyway, guys, so the reason that I wanted to do this video is because I got to wondering what was that little clip about she had up in the corner of her page, and I just kept going back listening to it because I'm like, what is this? And then when I was scrolling through TikTok, I happened to come across a lady who was talking about it, and when she showed the picture, I was like, hold on, I've seen that before. And then I realized that it was the same little clipping that was up in the corner of Peach's video that the lady was talking about. And I'm like, what is this? There's some story about a little girl named, I think her name is Nazir, I think. I don't want to get it wrong, Harris. And she's a 13-year-old girl that went missing. And the guy that is on trial for her unaliving, allegedly, if she's unalived, is his name is Jarvis Butts, I believe. Guys, I've come across a lot of groups that have been talking about this particular case. I looked it up. I said, okay, this is what I saw on her video. So I decided to go look it up and was reading about the story. And I'm like, oh my God, this story is so crazy. It's just so, my God, it's just awful. And it's, guys, if you guys probably have heard about it already, for those of you who not, it read about it and look at it. I actually just saw a live that Tracy was doing, and she was talking about it. And her son was in the background talking about it because she said she found out about it from her son. And then he came into the conversation and was talking about it. But guys, this is a weird, crazy story. These people are really crazy. My first thing was, what does these women look like? And not the, don't beat me up and get me wrong on this when I say that. It's because I know that there's a lot of females out there who think that because they are a heavy-set woman, they feel like they're not pretty. They have very low self-esteem. And if a guy like that is showing interest in them, then they're going to get weak in the knees and, give them a shot or whatever. But pretty much that's what this guy did, and that's what Peach was talking about. She was using this story because this guy pursued that woman, and he actually was messing around with her children. This little girl was not her daughter. Her mom, I believe, was not in her life because I think that they said that a similar situation where she was essayed happened to her mother when she was a young girl, maybe around the same age, maybe a little younger. And she ran away from home and got strung out on drugs. So I don't know if she's back in the little girl's came back into the situation when all of this went down. But I think that the grandmother had like guardianship or something like that over the children. And she was also bringing other children into the house because, guys, this story is so crazy. I don't really want to, get into talking about some of the details because I don't want to get anything wrong. I hope I haven't gotten anything wrong so far. I'm just trying to remember off the top of my head a little bit about it. But I know that this story is the story that Peach was talking about because this man pursued that woman, got into the house, and everyone is saying that this lady that he pursued and got with, the auntie and the grandmother all are involved and had something to do with it, but no one knows, no one, they don't know why the police have not arrested them and questioned them further about this little girl. I don't know. It's just a crazy story where it seems like all of them have went through some type of SA abuse. And even the guy, is a story going on around about Jarvis Butts allegedly, about his mom having a baby by this man when he was a young child or whatever. So I don't want to get into all of that, but yeah, I just wanted to talk about Peach, because Peach began to talk about a story about a good friend of hers, her best friend. She was talking about, I guess they may have lived in the projects at this time, and she was talking about how her mom was cheating with the lady's husband down the street or somewhere in the same project complex where they were living, and something about the man beating the woman up, and the man was essaying all of the her kids, and no one did anything about it. No one called the cops. No one anything. And it just like she was just telling a couple of different stories about this happening, her seeing this, and I believe that's why she said that, she believes in her mind that there's not a man out there who would want a woman with a lot of kids, because she's saying that she's seen this. It happened to her best friend's mom. It happened to her best friend. But guys, my thing, this is why I really want to talk about this. If you listen to Peach talking about what she's talking about, and you compare her story to this particular story with Jarvis Butts, these stories are very similar. I'm not understanding this. It kind of baffled me and stopped me in my tracks, because I'm like, she sounds like she's just describing this story. When I looked it up, I'm like, Peach is talking about this story. I mean, what's really going on? Did this really happen to a best friend? Or did it happen in her family? I don't know. Allegedly, everything I'm saying here is alleged about if it happened in her family, because we all know that her mom has come out and said that she was SA'd by her father, and something is going on with Peach that I'm believing that she may have been SA'd by someone in the family. And that's why she talks about her mom the way she talks about her mother. It's somebody said it's because her mom didn't show up for some cheerleading thing or something that she was having. Her mom didn't show up. It's not that. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. And some other content creator came out and was saying she saw a video or a live of Peach saying something. I can't remember what it was, but I did see that particular video live or whatever it was. I just can't remember the exact words Peach used, so I don't want to say anything because I don't really know, but I know that this other content creator was asking, had anybody seen this video? Did anybody hear what she said? She said she had experience with it, and the content creator said something about Peach mentioning and talking about some time ago how, I don't know if she caught a family member, they were family members and they were brother and sister, doing a wild thing, and she caught them having, in the room one day. So I don't really know about all that because I can't remember how she phrased it in that video. So, but yeah, guys, there is something going on with Peach, and we all know that. But these stories, that story she told, my God, it sounds just like this story. They are so similar. And I'm like, my goodness, she's telling us things in so many words, little tidbits here and there. And you have to kind of read between the lines and kind of try to put two and two together. But these stories, that story she told was very similar to this story. She said that nobody did anything. He went through through the whole house, just, you know, essaying all the women, the girls in the house. And yeah, but guys, you need to go watch this video. Like I said, it's titled "If My Marriage Doesn't Work Out, I Will Not Remarry," something like that is called. But yeah, and if you guys haven't heard about this story, please look it up. And I know that a lot of people have heard about it because there's a lot of groups that's going around talking about it, maybe to help someone who's going through some type of situation similar to that. But like I said, what the story Peach was telling, my God, it was just too similar, too familiar with this here particular case that is going on out of Michigan, Detroit. But that's all I wanted to talk about because it just kind of stopped me in my tracks when I found out about this story. And then I compared the two stories, Peach's story to this story. And I was like, wow, what is she trying to tell us? What's really going on? Did this happen in her family, or did it really happen to her best friend? But yeah, guys, let's talk about it in the comment section. If you like this video, guys, please like my channel and subscribe.